Hello, once again, everybody. It's your boy King David the Warrior. And I know it's been a while, like I'm overdue for this video, so here it is. I'm going to be doing a review of Sonic Adventure, or Sonic Adventure DX if you want to go there. Anyway, so let's see, my thoughts on Sonic Adventure. Well, first of all, I want to start with the graphics. Like, I understand this game came out in, 98? And so the graphics, I understand the graphics are a little interesting. You know, at times the graphics can look, and I'm going to be honest, sometimes the graphics look really crappy. Like, I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just kind of stating the obvious. But don't get me wrong, it's a good game. Just, I kind of wish they had made a remake of this game so that, it'd be more realistic like today's Sonic games. Now, let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna let's talk about the positive stuff about this game and then talk about the negative. Okay, so for the pros and cons of Sonic Adventure. For the pros, I think the game has a good soundtrack, especially the Egg Carrier theme, the Egg Viper / Egg Walker theme. What else? I guess the Station Square theme's okay, but honestly, it gets annoying after a while, because that's the first thing you hear throughout the whole game. Let's see what else. I do love the Sky Chase mission. Both of them, the first and second one. Because growing up, honestly, I used to be in love with that part of the game, getting to chase after Eggman's egg carrier. That was one of my favorite missions growing up. I love sky battles and spaceships and things like that, so those type of missions are good for me. I do... oh yes, I definitely love the intro theme. The Live and Learn? No, Open Your Heart, that's what it's called. Open your heart. And honestly, you could easily make a meme out of that. Like, if it's flooded outside, that's the first thing you'll think of if you're a true Sonic fan. Open your heart and you will sail. Or whatever that lyric is. Anyway, the gameplay itself, it's pretty decent, pretty enjoyable. I do love being able to target or home in on enemies and just smash them around. Like any other 3D Sonic game. What else? Oh, and I definitely love the background. I do love, props to whoever designed the backgrounds. They look like very good paintings that were used for the background of all the stages. Very good work. And I guess the final positive thing I have to say about this game is the fact that if you download it, like the XD version, if you're doing the online downloading of this game, you are left with several, and I mean several different missions that will keep you preoccupied for when you finish the game. So that's a plus right there. And now for the negative side. Now, the cons of this game is, just honestly, the things I don't like about this game. I, for one, don't like the animation. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like they kind of went overboard with the animating. For example, when Gamma, he when Birdie, I don't like using that name, but oh well, Birdie went up to Gamma, and Gamma just starts shaking around like a leaf in the wind. Like, what are you doing? Humping someone? Humping the air? Did you see an invisible robot girl? Cause the guy literally shakes himself to almost pieces. If it was real life, the guy looked like he was having a seizure. If you remember me telling him to calm down, my goodness. Animations like that is completely unnecessary. I know they do this to, make it funny and everything, but come on. Just too much bouncing around. All the characters are moving around like they're high or something. You got Sonic frailing his arms. You got Tails bobbing his head like he's listening to like he's vibing to some good music. And honestly, I don't understand why they can't just be like their 2D counterparts where they just don't move at all. But what can I say? Every 3D game's the same. Everyone has their own little movement animation. Let's see. The other thing I don't like about the game is, well, let's see what else. I mean, I feel like the game should have a little more action, like its counterpart Sonic Adventure 2. There's just too much mellow. Like, not saying it's a bad thing. In fact, I'll add that to the pros. That's one of the positives, is it's pretty mellow most of the time, but that's also a bit of a con because, if you're the action lover, then you would prefer a more action-packed video game like the second one. Let's see. Now, as for my next con would be Amy Rose. Okay, she throughout her story, we end up with way too many unnecessary panty shots. I mean, come on. I understand the girl has the world's shortest, smallest skirt, but do we really have to see her underwear several times throughout the gameplay? I mean, if someone doesn't put a pair of pants on her, my goodness. Freaking, at least in the second game, they finally brought it down. They were like, okay, we overdid this. Like, yeah, come on. We do not need to see Amy's bloomers every 2 seconds. Come on. That's just completely unnecessary. Yeah, nasties. The other thing I don't like about the game is the way they move their face when they talk. I mean, they move their face in such a way to where you think they're still testing it. And again, I understand the game is old, but I feel like they probably could have done better with the animations, because there were a few times where it just got weird. Like their lip syncing. There were times where the audio didn't match up with their mouth movement. And in the final storyline, the Supersonic storyline, we are treated to a scene where Tails somehow is sliding across the ground, like he's literally being dragged by some kind of invisible rope at the scene where Sonic is relaxing in the Mystic Ruins. Like, okay, there's a flaw. Another flaw in the game's animation, I think, would be the fact that everyone moonwalks. Okay, does everyone have to moonwalk in the game? Did the creator watch too much Michael Jackson or listen to too much Michael Jackson? We all trying to do the smooth criminal? But anyway, and I think one thing that One thing I don't like about the game is the dialogue most of the time. Some of the things that these characters say just don't make sense sometimes, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I don't even know what example to use, but sometimes the characters would say stuff that just completely unnecessary, strange, weird. Like, I think I will use one example, would be when Amy told Sonic, oh, how he's rescuing her again on board the egg carrier. It's like, rescuing you for what? I mean, I already watched a Cinema Sins version, or a Game Sins version, if you may, of the game. And one thing that was pointed out was the fact that Amy completely ignored Gamma. Like, she thanked Sonic for rescuing her, but Gamma's the one that did it. Like, talk about a middle finger to your so-called friend there, Amy. And I'm surprised that she never, like, this whole time didn't notice the little thing on the bird's neck, around the bird's neck, his necklace. And one thing that really triggered me with her storyline is, how the heck does Zero not know that Amy ran into the burger shop that was literally a few feet from where they were standing? Like, I mean, that's got to be like the worst robot ever. The dumbest, even. In fact, the thing I really hate about that storyline is the fact that he shows up everywhere. Okay, I guess he's trying to make up for the fact that he was a total idiot by letting Amy just walk into the burger shop and act like, oh, she's not here. I guess I'll just keep floating by. Like, dude, there was no way you missed that. And so this annoying robot follows us in almost every stage we go, and it is annoying, like, very annoying. And the boss fight with him, also annoying. Okay, I honestly hate Zero. He is so freaking annoying. The way he just he needs a chill pill. Like, seriously, he is the most annoying part of the game. And the thing, and I think this would top it out. This is the number one, and I mean the very top of the list thing I hate about Sonic Adventure, and that's Big's storyline. Okay, almost everywhere we go, we have to fish for Froggy, which was very stressful and annoying. Okay, and what's weird is there were some moments where we actually caught Froggy, but he would immediately let go. We have to do this several times until finally he would grab it, and we would get the hit or the bite indication, and then finally reel him in. I mean, that sounds like another design flaw. Like, freaking, he bites the thing several times until finally, boom, you get the hit or the bite indicator. And that's when we get him. I mean, is that completely necessary? That makes no sense. Why would they give him an animation where he would bite onto the bait and then automatically it slips out of his mouth? Okay, like, why do we have to go through that torture several times until we finally get the indication that he got it? Okay, I honestly hate Big's storyline the most, okay, because of that. Catching his Froggy friend over and over and over again. Oh, I'm sorry you don't like my storyline, Mr. David. Honestly, I apologize. I mean, Froggy can be a handful. Honestly, and as for Big himself, why does he have to sound so depressing? He talks all slow and slow and depressed because he hangs around with the frog instead of real friends. Seriously, Big, you need a vacation. You need to go find some real friends because you you sound like the most depressing character in the whole series. Uh, Also, what's with Takao? Okay, another thing I don't understand about the game is what's with Takao? Why does she allow visions of the past to happen to characters who don't even play a part in what's going on most of the time? Why did Gamma have to see it? Why did Big have to see it? And honestly, well, okay, Knuckles I understand, and Tails and Sonic, but why Amy? Okay, we have like three characters who did not need to see the vision. One thing I found suspicious though is the way in one of those visions Takao was holding a Chow, and for some reason the people who animated her had her move in such a way to where it looked like she was trying to hump the Chow. Like, Takao, what the heck are you doing? She would literally like stand on her tippy toes, like 2 or 3 times, and then stand, let the soles of her feet go down and stand normal. Like she would do that repeatedly, like she's trying to reach something, but she's holding a Chow, which makes it look very wrong because it looks like she's trying to hump it, even though she has nothing down there. Literally nothing. Okay, so that was very suspicious. At least in my book. That's something I've kind of caught on to with this game and the second one is how there are like almost secret subliminal messages in these games, like things you may not notice. But that's how it is in every rated E game when you think about it. Almost every rated E game seems to have a subliminal message in there somewhere. Like if you remember Banjo and Kazooie, Banjo and Tooie, we were given a lot of boob animation. But that's a talk for another time. Okay, so let's see, what else could I think of? I think the saddest story in the whole game was Gamma's. Spoiler alert. Gamma. First of all, how is killing your brothers saving them? Like seriously, you killed your brothers. You call that saving them? You save them? Honestly, they're probably better off serving Eggman than being saved if it means killing them. And then finally, you were gonna kill yourself, but instead, your brother, your closest brother from the beginning, kills you. He strikes you before he dies, and then you end up dying, which is very sad because you were Amy's friend and now you're dead. You had to die in order for the bird's mother, I guess, the pink flicky, to come out of your body. And honestly, how much explosive material was on your body? Cause dude, when you died, that explosion, just the radius, oh my gosh, that explosion could cover a whole baseball field. What the heck? That was completely unnecessary. Anyway, so well, I think that it just about does it for my review of Sonic Adventure. I apologize if there wasn't really much to say. But it's time to rate this game. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, I give Sonic Adventure a 5.5 out of 10. Okay, good game, a little too mellow, weird animations. Uh, well, like I said, it has pros and cons, but I don't know. It's almost a balance between good and bad. You know, I personally believe it. I personally believe that the game should be redone. You know, give it better graphics, change the animations a little, etc. And so yeah, I give it a 5.5 out of 10. And that concludes my review of Sonic Adventure. As soon as I'm done with Sonic Adventure 2, I will have another review, maybe with more comedy and all that. And so, with that said, I'm King David the Warrior, and I'll see you all next time. Shalom.